This is Math Expressions, Unit 7, Lesson 3. And let's go ahead and start off with, of course, writing our name and our class number if we have one. And then over here, the date that you're working on this lesson. All right, so in this lesson, Lesson 3, it's a long lesson. It's 6 pages long, so I don't expect that you'll sit down and do it all in one go. You'll take your time, pause through the video, come back to it. So in this lesson, we're going to be looking at weight, and we're going to be looking at 2 different ways that we talk about weight. And one of them is the customary unit of measurement, which is what we use here in the United States. 2 other countries in the world, Liberia and Myanmar, also use the customary, but those 2 countries are quickly changing to using the metric, and soon the United States will be the only one left using the customary units. And then the rest of the world uses the metric system. So we're going to be looking at both of those ways of talking about weight in this lesson. So over here in the vocabulary box, it says weight. Pound, LB, is the abbreviation for pound. And that is because in Latin, the word for pound is libre, which is L-I-B-R-E, that's why you see the LB. And ounces, O-Z, because I guess we hear a Z, ounces, whatever. So that's what we do. If you watched the videos that were in the previous PowerPoint that hopefully you watched, the Khan Academy videos, you know that an ounce is about the weight of a piece of bread, a slice of bread, right? Or 5 quarters. That's what an ounce is. And a pound, an LB, a pound is 16 ounces. So a pound is 16 of those. So he also said that's about the weight of a soccer ball and some other things. So you can tell a pound is a larger unit of measure, ounces are smaller. So keeping that in mind, let's look at what we're going to do here. It says choose the appropriate unit. Choose the unit you would use to measure the weight of each. And you're going to write, we can actually write LB or OZ if we want to use the abbreviation for these. So number one, which one of those would you use to measure the weight of a backpack full of books? Would you use pounds or ounces? Go ahead and do that. All right, number 2. So, yep, LB, sorry for this one, pounds, you definitely use that. I mean, you could use ounces, but, you know, after a while, you kind of go, 300 ounces, it's hard to even really kind of get our heads around what that means. Where if we said like, oh, that's 6 pounds or something, it's easier for us to get a sense. A couch, number 2, a couch. Which would you use to measure that? Go ahead and do that. Yep, hopefully you said pounds for that one too. Now, number 3, a peanut, of course. Yep, go ahead. You got it. You're going to use ounces, right? And then a pencil, number 4, a pencil. Go ahead. Yep, you did it again. Ounces. Hopefully you did ounces. Yeah, you can't really measure the weight of a regular pencil with pounds. Pounds is too big. All right, down to this next section. It says to circle the better estimate. So, and remember, estimate means close, maybe not exactly, but close. So number 5, a student desk. Would you say that a student desk weighs about 3 pounds or 30 pounds? Go ahead and circle one of those 2 answers. And hopefully you just did 30 pounds. How about a television? Number 6, a television. 20 ounces or 20 pounds? Remember, 20 ounces is just a little bit more than a slice of bread. So hopefully your television, although they're getting pretty light, but not that light, we're going to go with 20 pounds. Now a hamster. A hamster, would you say a hamster weighs 5 ounces or 5 pounds? Well, yep, hopefully you said it's 5 ounces. And then a slice of cheese, number 8, a slice of cheese. Well, unless it's a really big slice of cheese, hopefully you just circled 1 ounce. All right. In this next section, we're going to use drawings to represent problems. So they've already given us these drawings over here, and we're going to use those to help us solve these problems. So number 9 says, Selma filled each of 3 bags with 5 ounces of her favorite nuts. How many ounces did she use altogether to fill the bags? Okay, so we're going to start here. Right now she's at 0. She hasn't done anything. Now let's fill 1 bag with 5 ounces. So we need to find 5 ounces on this number line, which it's not shown us, but it's right there. It's between 4 and 6, right? So we could go like this. We could hop to that, or we could loop, but I'm just going to do a little hop. And that's 1 bag, right? That's 1 bag. It has 5 ounces in it. Okay, so now, remember we need to do 3 bags. So go ahead, let's go ahead and do this. So the next one, if we count by 5s, we go 5, then we would go to 10, which is right here. So we could make another hop from this point to right there. That's also 1 bag. And then so we're counting by 5s, right? 5, 10, the next one would be 15. Again, it's not on there, but it's right about there. And it shows us here 16 right here is 1 pound. But this line right there is 15. So let's do another hop to there. Not the best hop, but that's also 1 bag. So there we just get. And so what are we doing here? We're doing 3 bags or 3 groups of 5 ounces. So how many ounces or OZs is it going to take? So go ahead on here, write an equation to show 3 groups of 5 and then the total in the ounces. So go ahead and do that, and when you're ready, you can pause the video, go ahead and do that, and then you can start it back up and check to see what I do. Alright, so I'm going to go 3 groups of, or 3 bags of 5, right? And we just found out over here that is 15, right? So 15, and remember we need to say OZs, ounces. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing down here on number 10. 2 apples together weigh 16 ounces. If 1 apple weighs 9 ounces, how much does the other apple weigh? Okay, so let's go ahead and let's use this again. Here we are at 0, and it tells us that 1 apple weighs 9. So let's hop from 0 to 9. Well, 9 is not really listed on there, but where would it be? Yep, right there, right in between 8 and 10, right? So we're gonna hop to there. And we said that that was 9. And then how much is left, right? We're going to try to get to 16 here. So we need to hop from here to 16. This is kind of a comparison bar, right? We have all 16. We have this group of 9. And then we have this missing amount, right? We have this missing amount. So if you think about it as a comparison bar, comparison means subtraction, right? So go ahead and figure this out. Do it on your own. Write a subtraction problem there, and it says how many ounces, right? That, again, we're going to be talking about OZ, so that's our label. So go ahead and pause the video, start it back up when you're ready to see what I do, and we'll go on. Okay, so hopefully you start. Remember when we're doing comparison bars, we start with the larger amount. We take away the known smaller amount, and what's left is the, hopefully you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is right 16 because 9 plus 7 is 16. So this is not an unknown anymore. We know that that is 7. All right. All right. Now, if you're ready to go on, let's go to the next page. And you might, of course, be working on this on a different day. So let's go ahead and put our name and class number and the date over there at the top. And then we're just going to continue from what we were doing on the previous page. So again, we have some drawings up here that will help us to visualize what we're doing. And we're going to use those drawings. I'm reading right here. We're going to use those drawings to represent and solve the problem. Okay, so let's look at number 11 here. Noah bought 16 ounces of turkey. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. So this is all 16 ounces. So this is like our comparison bar, right? If he uses 4 ounces to make a turkey patty, how many patties can he make? Okay, so if he uses 4 ounces, so there's 4 ounces. That's 1 patty, right? How many more times could he do that? How many more groups of 4 could he do that? So go ahead and use this drawing and write an equation here. And so pause the video, go ahead and finish that up, and then when you're ready, we'll go on. All right, so here we go. And again, don't forget we're talking about ounces or OZs, right? It should be your label. All right, so let's look at number 12. A package of silver beads weighs 6 ounces, and a package of wooden beads weighs 7 ounces more. So how much does the package of wooden beads weigh? So there's a package that has both silver beads and wooden beads in it. So really, what are those together? And again, use the drawing if that helps you. And write your equation here. Remember that we are talking about ounces. So again, your label is going to be ounces. So pause the video, and then when you're ready to go on, start it back up. Okay, so we're down here solving word problems. We're basically just doing what we've been doing. They've taken away the little number lines, the drawings for us. Use a scratch piece of paper if you want to. Here we go, though. So let's look at number 13. Ted has 2 dogs. Together, they weigh 88 pounds. So that's our total. If one of those dogs weighs 70 pounds, how much does the other dog weigh? And just so our label is pounds. So again, right here, you're going to write an equation. I'll say that again. Together, they weigh a total of 88 pounds. So if one of them weighs 70, how much does the other dog weigh? Go ahead and write your equation and your answer on that line. And then number 14, here we're looking at number 14. Emma has 20 ounces of popcorn kernels in a bag. If she pops 4 ounces of kernels at a time, how many times can Emma pop corn? So we have 20 ounces, and we're talking about groups of 4. How many groups of 4 can we do? So we get to 20. So hopefully that helps you with your equation. Again, pause the video, write your equation and your answer. Remember, ounces is our label. And then start it back up when you're ready to go on. All right, number 15. Susan mailed 3 packages. Each package weighed 20 ounces. What was the total weight of the 3 packages? So we have 3 groups, 3 packages of 20. 3 groups of 20. And our label is ounces. So you guys got this one. Go ahead and pause this video, write your equation, your solution. Don't forget, ounces is your label. All right, then number 16, last one on this page. Bailey caught 2 fish. The smaller fish weighs 14 ounces and the larger fish weighs 6 ounces more. How much does the larger fish weigh? So this one's a little bit confusing. 2 fish. One of them weighs 14. And it says that one's actually the smaller. That one's the lighter one. So the larger one weighs 6 ounces more than 14. So we need to say, right, we need to put that together. 6 ounces more than 14. So go ahead and write your equation here. And we're talking about ounces. Yeah, we're talking about ounces. That's our label. How much does the larger fish weigh? All right. Let's go ahead, pause the video, write your equation and your answer when you're ready to go on. We'll go on to the next page. All right, so if you're ready to go, let's go ahead and go on to the next page. And again, likely that you are working on this on a different day, so let's go ahead and write our name and number and the date up there at the top. And then when you're ready, let's go on. Okay, so same directions. Choose the appropriate unit and choose the unit that you would use to measure. But this time we are talking about the metric system, kilograms and kilograms. And if you watch the video, the gram is about the weight of one paperclip. That's a gram, a paperclip. And a kilogram, kg, is 1,000 of these guys. So a kilogram is 1,000 times the weight of 1 gram, or it's 1,000 grams. That's what kilo means, kilograms. Kilo means 1,000 grams. Now, in the metric system, we're going to use the word mass to mean weight. Mass and weight. And again, if you watch those Khan Academy videos, you know that they don't exactly mean exactly the same thing. But if we're talking about here on Earth, not out in space or anywhere, if we're talking about here on Earth, they're pretty much interchangeable, mass and weight. So we're just going to go with weight. Okay, so so here we go. Let's look at number 7. So we're going to go either G or we're going to go kg. So G for gram, kg for kilogram. So if you were to use one of those to measure the weight of an elephant, would you use grams, G, or kilograms, kg? Yep. Hopefully you just said kg, kilograms. Now, number 18, though, if you were going to use one of those to measure the weight of a crayon, yep, you're going to use just grams. A stamp, ooh, that's pretty light. Yep, a gram. And then a dog, well, it kind of depends on how big of a dog, but let's think of a larger dog, like a lab or a retriever or something like that. You're probably going to use kilograms for that. Even a small dog, they're going to probably use kilograms. All right. So again, down here, circle the better estimate. This is really similar to what we did with the customer units. So number 21, a pair of sunglasses. Is it 150 grams or 150 kilograms? Yeah, so a pair of sunglasses is pretty light. We're gonna go with 150 grams. Now a horse, 6 kilograms or 600 kilograms? Well, horse, hopefully you got it, pretty big, 600 kilograms. A watermelon, 40 grams, which would be 40 paper clips, right? Or 40 kilograms. Sorry, yep, 4 kilograms. Hopefully you just chose 4 kilograms. And then a quarter, pretty lightweight, 500 grams or 5 grams. And yep, 5 grams. All right, so just like before, we're going to use these drawings, but this time we're talking about grams, right? G's. And then until we get to 1,000, 1 kilogram. We're going to use these drawings to help us solve these problems. So let's look at number 25. Zach wants to buy 900 grams of pumpkin seeds. The scale shows 400, so he's weighing these. The scale right now, he's got 400 on the scale. How many more does he need? How many more grams does he need till he gets to 900? All right, so let's go ahead and do this again. So he wants to get to 900, which it doesn't show us, but is right there. That's our 900. So if we were to go think comparison bars, this is 900, right? And right now he has 400 on there. This is our 400. So we need to go, how much is this amount? Right? So go ahead and write your equation there. Pause the video, write your equation there. Remember that we're talking about grams as our answer. And then I'll show you what I do on this. So pause. All right. So remember when we have this kind of a drawing over here, we always start with the larger amount, take away the smaller amount, and that's going to leave us with the difference, which is 500 G's, 500 grams, right? Because 4 plus 5 is 9. All right, let's look at 26. Laura has had 800 grams of fruit snacks. She put an equal amount into each of 4 containers. So she's dividing these up. How many grams did she put in each container? So she's going to start off with 800, and then she's going to make equal groups. 4 equal groups, right? So if you want to, let's see if we can do this. So we have 800. So let's do that again. Here's 800 to there. And this time she's going to divide that basically into 4 groups. So you could almost go chop, chop, chop like that. And you can see how much is going to be in each group. I'm just going to leave it like that. Go ahead and write your equation there, though. And remember, we're talking about grams again. Grams is our how many grams is in each container. So go ahead, pause the video, write your equation, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so again, we're starting off with 800, and we're dividing them into 4 equal groups. So remember, we think backwards. We think what times 4 is really 8. What times 4 is 8? And that's 2, but remember, 200. And you can see over here, right here, 0 to 200, 200 to 400, 400 to 600, 600 to 800. Each of those is 200 grams. Yep. And so I need to put on my label, grams. All right, so when you're ready to go, let's go on to the next page. Okay, so hopefully you are ready to go on to the next page. Let's go ahead. And again, even though there is not really a line up here, let's go ahead and put our name and number, and then over here the date that you are working on this page. So we're just going to continue on. We're going to solve these problems. We're going to use the drawings when they're there, and make drawings if we need to solve these problems. So let's just keep going. Number 27. Nancy used 30 grams of strawberries and 45 grams of apples in her salad. How many grams of fruit altogether did she put in her salad? Okay, so altogether means total, right? So we have 30 grams of strawberries and 45 grams of apples. What is that together? Again, use this, use that if that helps you to do, and don't forget, write your equation here, and this time we are talking about our label is grams. So pause the video, go ahead and write your equation with your solution, and then start the video back up. Okay, number 28. 3 people each donated a 20-kilogram bag of dog food to the animal shelter. How many kilograms of dog food was donated altogether? So we have 3 people. Think of that as 3 groups, right? Each one 20 grams. It's 20 kilograms, right? 20 kilograms. And actually, so these should all say kg, not just g. Those should all say kg on there for that to be accurate. That's funny. No, that's okay. People made it. We make mistakes. So go ahead again. You're going to write your equation here. Think this is groups of, right? 3 people each donated a 20-kilogram bag of dog food. So, and we're talking about kgs. We're talking about kilograms are our labels. So go ahead, pause the video, and when you're ready to go on, start back up. Okay, so down in this section, we're going to solve again. Make drawings on a piece of scratch paper if you need to. Here's 29. A male leopard has a mass of 40 kilograms, and a female leopard has a mass of 25 kilograms. How much more does the male weigh? How much more does the male weigh? So we're going to compare 40 and 25. So that would be comparison bars if you're going to do a drawing. So comparing those 2 numbers, and we're talking about kgs, we're talking about kilograms. So go ahead, pause the video, finish that up, and then start the video back up. All right, number 30. Jolie made 3 necklaces that have a total weight of 180 grams. If each necklace weighs the same, so we have, right, 3 groups, and altogether, right, they equal 3 groups of some amount equals 180. So hopefully you can see that this is really a division problem. But go ahead and right here there. So if each necklace weighs the same, how much would each necklace weigh? And we're talking grams is our label on this one. So again, pause, finish it up, start up the video when you're ready to go. All right, 31 right here. Dan bought 6 small bags of treats for his dog, and each bag has a weight of 40 grams. What is the total weight of all the bags? So 6 groups of 40, right? 6 bags, and each bag is 40. So that's pretty straightforward. Go ahead down here, and we're talking about grams again is our label. Write your equation and answer, and then start the video back up when you're ready to go on. All right, last one on this page, number 32. Carrie has a dog and a cat, and together they have a mass, which we're using as the word for weight, of 21. So together they equal 21. Now the cat, if the cat has a mass of 9, what is the mass of Carrie's dog? So this is a comparison one again. Go ahead and write your equation there. And we're talking about kilograms as our answer there. All right, so finish that up, and when you're ready to go on, start up the video again. All right, hopefully you're ready to go on. Let's go ahead and turn to the next page. We're getting close. Let's go ahead and write our name, number, and the date that you're working on this page up there at the top. And when you're ready, let's go on. So up here it says, what's the error? We have our friend Puzzled Penguin again. He writes, Dear math students, today I had to solve this problem. Toby bought 3 bags of chips. Each bag of chips weighs 50 grams. What is the weight of all 3 bags of chips? And here's how I solve the problem. 50 plus 3 equals 53. So 53 grams. Is my answer correct? If not, please correct my work and tell me what I did wrong. How do you know that my answer is wrong? Your friend, Puzzled Penguin. So down here on number 33, write an answer to the Puzzled Penguin. So what is the correct, basically, you could just write, if you want to, just write an equation. What's the correct equation for solving that? That's all you really need to show us there. And then, so pause the video, and when you're ready to go on, go ahead and start it back up. All right, so I'm going to talk about this one. Hopefully, we have 3 bags, right? So think of a bag as a group, right? So really, we have 3 groups of 50. We don't have 50 plus 3, but 3 groups of 50. So 3 times 5 is 15. Put that 0 back on, and we're talking about grams. So that's really all that you needed to show me, something like that. All right, so let's go down and look at this part. Solve. I love that. I love those directions. Solve. Show your work on a separate sheet of paper. So you can't really do that. I mean, if you do, you could include it for drawings and things like that. So let's look at number 34. A tennis ball weighs 60 grams. A golf ball weighs 45 grams. How many grams do the tennis ball and golf ball weigh altogether? So again, you're going to write an equation here. Your answer is grams, and all together, right, means the total. So together, how much do they weigh? So go ahead and pause the video, write your equation and your answer with a label, and then start the video back up. All right, number 35. How many more grams does the tennis ball weigh than the golf ball? Okay, so we're going to go back over to this one. We're going to compare those 2 amounts, 60 and 45. We're going to compare those. So again, write your equation here. We're still talking about grams. How many more grams? So pause the video. Go ahead and write your equation and your solution there with your label. Start the video back up. All right, number 36. Gary bought 10 slices of ham at the deli. Each slice weighed 2 ounces. How many ounces of ham did Gary buy? So what's the total weight? We have 10 slices, and each slice weighs 2 ounces. So really, you can think of a slice as a group of 2 ounces, right? So we have 10 groups of 2 ounces. So that gives you a lot of information there. Go ahead and write your equation. Your label is OZs, right? Ounces. And so pause the video. Finish that up. Start the video back up when you're ready to go. Okay, and then last one on this page, Sadie. Sadie had 40 grams of sunflower seeds, and she divided the seeds evenly among her 5 friends. So we have those two and the word divided. How many grams, there's our label, did each friend get? So pretty straightforward. They give you lots of information there. Go ahead and write your equation there with your answer and your label. Pause the video, do that work, start the video back up when you're ready to go on. All right, so here we go. We're going to go on last page of this lesson. So go ahead and write your name and your number and the date that you're working on this page. And then when you're ready to go, let's go ahead. So the directions say to choose the better estimate, and we're going to circle the better estimate. So if we're talking about a kangaroo, and remembering that a gram is about the weight of a paperclip, and a kilogram is 1,000 paper clips, right? So here we go. A kangaroo, 200 grams or 200 kilograms. Yep, hopefully you've chosen 200 kilograms. Now let's go ahead and look at number 39. The dog here looks like a pretty big dog, well, and especially when 10 ounces we know is less than a pound. So really the only answer that makes sense there is, yep, 100 pounds. All right, number 40, a baseball cap. Do you think a cap weighs 3 ounces or 3 pounds? Well, hopefully not 3 pounds. Yep, 3 ounces. And then we have a watermelon over here. Watermelon, 10 grams. Remember, a gram is a paper clip, right? Gram is a paper clip, and so it wouldn't be 10 paper clips, it would be 10 kilograms. The car, is it going to be 100 pounds or a ton? And we really haven't talked about tons, but in the video, I actually didn't say that far, but we know that a car is going to be more than 100 pounds, so hopefully you're right. There we go. Now, a book, is it going to be 1 kilogram or is it going to be 10 kilograms? And hopefully you've chosen 1 kilogram, because 10 kilograms I kind of equate-ish with 10 pounds, and hopefully a book's not going to weigh 10 pounds. All right, so now we have this bottom part. Number 44, Susie explained that smaller objects weigh the least and larger objects weigh the most. Do you agree with Susie? Smaller objects weigh the least and larger objects weigh the most. That's interesting. Okay, so let's write your answer there. What do you think? Do you agree with Susie or not? So you could say, do you agree, yes or no? I would say put a yes or no there, period, and then write your explanation of why you agree or disagree. And we're not going to do the check for understanding. So as soon as you're done with number 44, that's the end of lesson 3. Good job.